Visual. The video opens with a graphic animation of a brain with a glowing compass inside. The needle is spinning erratically, then it locks onto a specific, but limited, path. The host is then introduced in a calm, modern, and inviting setting, speaking directly to the camera with a grounded and empathetic tone. Host. Have you ever felt like you were hitting a ceiling, no matter how hard you tried? That there was an invisible force holding you back from achieving your goals? The truth is, there often is, and it's not external. It's an internal compass, an ingrained belief system that quietly, and often without you even knowing it, guides your life choices, shapes your perceptions, and determines your reality. This internal GPS, if left unexamined, can steer you down a path of limitation, fear, and self-doubt. Welcome to Elevate Mindset. Today, we are undertaking a profound journey of self-awareness. We explore the subtle ways in which our past experiences and deeply ingrained thoughts shape our present reality. We'll uncover how to identify our limiting beliefs, understand where they came from, and, most importantly, learn how to reprogram our internal GPS to navigate towards a future of limitless possibility. This isn't about denying reality. It's about taking control of the narrative that dictates your reality. So, get ready to re-examine the map you've been using, and let's begin to navigate a new path towards freedom and authenticity. Visual, animated graphics showing a child absorbing a message from a parent or teacher. The message is then stored in a filing cabinet inside the brain. This transitions to a scene of an adult facing a challenge, and the brain automatically pulling up a file with a pre-programmed response. Host, our minds are brilliant pattern recognition machines. From the moment we are born, our brains are hardwired to make sense of the world, and they do so by creating shortcuts or rules based on our experiences. If you were repeatedly told you weren't good at a certain subject in school, your brain created a rule. I am not good at this. If you had a difficult experience trying something new, your brain might have created the rule. Trying new things is risky. These are what we call limiting beliefs. They are not truths. They are just deeply ingrained thoughts that have been practiced so many times they feel like facts. They act as your brain's default operating system, quietly running in the background, guiding your choices, and defining what you believe is possible for you. The problem is that these beliefs are often formed in childhood or during moments of emotional vulnerability. They are created with a limited perspective and a lack of conscious choice. They are based on old information, yet they continue to dictate our present and future, often leading us to unconsciously self-sabotage our own success. Visual, a graphic illustrating common signs of limiting beliefs, procrastination, perfectionism, fear of failure, and people-pleasing. The host explains each symptom with examples. Host, how can you tell if your internal GPS is steering you off course? There are several key signs that your limiting beliefs are at play. Procrastination. You have a goal you want to achieve, but you consistently put off taking action. The real reason? A limiting belief like, I'm not capable enough, or I'll fail anyway. The procrastination is a subconscious strategy to avoid confronting the belief head-on. Perfectionism. You feel an intense need to do everything flawlessly, often leading to analysis paralysis and an inability to start. This is often driven by a limiting belief like, my worth is dependent on my performance, or if it's not perfect, I'm a failure. Fear of failure. This is a classic symptom. You avoid new opportunities, challenges, or risks because you are terrified of failing. This is fueled by beliefs like, failure is a reflection of my character, or I'll be judged if I try and don't succeed. People-pleasing. You find yourself saying yes to things you don't want to do, or you constantly seek external validation from others. This is often rooted in a limiting belief that your worth is tied to how much others like you, or that you have to earn your place in a relationship or a group. These behaviors are not who you are. They are symptoms of a deeper, underlying belief that needs to be addressed. Your internal GPS is trying to keep you safe, but in doing so, it's keeping you stuck. Visual. Scenes depicting a person journaling, meditating, and practicing positive affirmations. The host's tone becomes more encouraging and empowering. Host. So, how do we begin to reprogram our brain's GPS? The process is a journey of self-discovery and consistent effort. Here are 3 key steps. Identify the belief. The first step is to uncover the specific belief that's holding you back. When you feel a powerful, negative emotion or find yourself procrastinating, ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I take this action? The answer will often reveal the core limiting belief. Write it down. Challenge the belief. Once you identify the belief, you need to challenge its validity. Ask yourself, is this belief 100% true? Is there any evidence that contradicts it? What would I tell a friend who held this belief? You will often find that the belief is based on a past experience and not on current reality. Replace the belief. The mind abhors a vacuum. Once you've challenged an old belief, you need to replace it with a new, empowering one. For example, if your old belief was, I'm not good enough, a new belief could be, I'm capable of learning and growing, or my worth is not defined by my performance. You can reinforce this new belief through positive affirmations, visualization, and by taking small, consistent actions that prove it to be true. This process is not about trying to lie to yourself. It's about consciously choosing to believe a more empowering truth. Visual, a powerful montage of images, a person taking a small, courageous step, then a larger one, then achieving a significant goal. Each action builds on the last, symbolizing a new path being forged. Host, changing a belief is not just a mental exercise, it's a commitment to conscious action. Your new belief will only take root if you consistently act in a way that supports it. For example, if your new belief is, I am capable of learning and growing, you need to take an action that proves it. This doesn't mean you have to jump to the biggest, most challenging task. It can be something as small as signing up for a new class, reading a book on a new topic, or simply saying yes to a new opportunity that you would have normally said no to. Every time you take an action that contradicts your old limiting belief, you are creating a new neural pathway in your brain. You are sending a clear signal to your internal GPS that the old route is no longer the destination. Over time, these small actions compound, and the new, empowering belief becomes your new default operating system. This is where true power lies. It's not in waiting for your beliefs to change magically. It's in taking consistent, conscious action that proves your new beliefs to be true. Visual. The host is back on screen with a final, concluding message. The tone is inspiring and grounded. Host, our brains are not fixed. They are dynamic and ever-evolving. The neural pathways that hold our limiting beliefs are not permanent roads. They are more like well-worn paths through a field. And with every new thought and every new action, you are forging a new path. The journey of navigating your limiting beliefs is a lifelong practice. It requires patience, compassion, and a commitment to self-awareness. There will be days when the old thoughts resurface, and that's okay. The goal is not to eliminate them, but to recognize them for what they are, old data from a past operating system, and consciously choose a new path. When you do this, you are not just changing your mind, you are changing your reality. You are becoming the conscious architect of your life, steering your own ship and navigating towards a future that is not defined by past limitations, but by the limitless potential that has always been within you. Visual. The final shot is a graphic of a brain compass, now glowing brightly and pointing confidently towards a new, open horizon. The host offers final words of encouragement. Host, begin today. Pick one limiting belief that is holding you back. Acknowledge it, challenge it, and then take one small, courageous action that proves it wrong. This is the first step on a journey that will set you free from the invisible chains that have been holding you back. This is a path to a life of true freedom, self-expression, and authenticity. This is how you reclaim your power and navigate your life with purpose, clarity, and an unshakable belief in yourself.